Hi Aquarius, welcome to Seraphinite Visions. So this is your weekly reading for the 21st to the 27th of February. We're going to start by looking at your week and what is the overall vibe. Okay, please tell me about the overall vibe for this week. All right, so we have the Page of Wands and we also have the Two of Swords. So I feel like there's something that you need to do and there's something that you need to let go of, or there could be a choice that needs to be made. And this choice could be to do with a new beginning or a fresh start. And you I don't feel like you're sure about what direction to go in. Now let's have a look. Okay. Can you please clarify the Page of Wands for me, Spirit? Spirit, please clarify the Page of Wands. Right, we do have the Empress and we also have the Hanged Man. Okay, so this is very much about getting back in touch with yourself. There's definitely a decision that you need to make in regards to yourself. Yeah, there's something that you need to let go of that you've been holding on to, that you're unable to let go of, and this is indicated by the Hangman, and the Hangman's actually in reverse. So you've had time to think about this. So this is something from the past that you haven't been able to let go of, and this is holding you back from expanding and from becoming the person that you're meant to be on, and continuing on that path. So you may need to make that decision in order to choose this direction. So we're going to look at what the direction might be in a bit. So right now, this is your overall energy of this week, and it's about choosing your direction in order to get back in control of your life. All right, so let's have a look at the middle of the week. What is the middle of the week like? Sorry, we haven't even done the beginning. What is the beginning of the week like for Aquarius? I said Aries, you could be dealing with an Aries, and just as I said that the King of Wands came up, now this is also Sagittarius energy. Basically, this is fire energy all around. So we do have the Knight of Wands. So this is about moving forward and moving forward swiftly. You've got a lot of fire energy in your chart. So like I said, you could be dealing with an Aquarius if there is an Aquarius around you. However, this could also just be indicating the urgency to move forward, the urgency to start again, the urgency to begin again. Now, the problem with the Knight is that sometimes he can be a bit too fast and a bit too quick to make his decision without much thought behind it. So there is a swiftness in this decision that you are making. You're definitely making a decision. Yeah, and so we have the Four of Swords in reverse and the Moon in reverse. So definitely you are diving into something. You're diving into a new beginning without much taking a break, without much thought behind it, and we have the Chariot as well. So moving forward at a rapid pace towards something new. Okay, please tell me about the middle of the week. Yeah, so we have this Judgment card. I feel like the Judgment card could be you finalizing something. So you're definitely moving away from something that you want to finalize. You're moving on with your life away from something at a very, very rapid pace. Please tell me about the end of this week. All right. Yeah, and you are definitely moving towards happier times. We have the World and we have the Nine of Cups as well. So this is more focusing on yourself, more focusing on your happiness, moving towards celebration, moving towards finding yourself again. And I say self because even though the Three of Cups can be around people, and you may be around a lot of people, you may be having fun, you may be enjoying yourself, but I feel like this is more of an energy of finding yourself, finding who you are, finding what you want, and finding that happiness again, finding your balance again. So we have this energy of just letting go and finding yourself after being stuck on a pathway for so long. Let's look at what could be troubling you this week. Sorry. All right. So what are complications for Aquarius this week. What are complications for Aquarius this week? Okay, we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant tends to be more tradition, more being comfortable, being very grounded energy. Well, I mean, it's not really grounded, sorry, it's spiritual energy. So yeah, and we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you're rushing towards something, and towards this thing that is actually taking you away from any existing pain or any hurt that you may be going through, and you are heading towards a lot of fun and a lot of happiness and a lot of finding yourself. But I feel like by doing this, you're doing this in such a way that you may be not really focused on what you need to focus on. So what do you need to focus on, Aquarius? What are you missing? What are you missing? Dealing with hurt, dealing with pain. You're not focused on dealing with pain. And one of the things that they are saying is because you're not focused on dealing with this pain, you will continue to have this cycle happen over and over again. So they want you to deal with your pain, and that is something that you are neglecting doing. All right. Let's look at pathway 1. It's kind of funny because I know it sounds ironic because you are heading towards happiness, but I feel like this is kind of like a covert happiness, like a false happiness. Like you're happy, but you're not happy. You're not dealing with what needs to be dealing with, not dealing with what is truly deep down inside of your soul, basically. And because of that, you can't truly be happy. All right, let's look at the different pathways you can go to deal with this happiness. Let's look at one pathway, pathway 1. Please tell me what pathway 1 to deal with this is. Oh, we have 2 cards. They're both aces. That's really interesting because they're both aces. So this is definitely about new beginnings, about starting again, having a fresh start, which is what you are doing. You are having this fresh start, but I feel like you're rushing into it. And this is dealing with both your emotional fresh start and your spiritual fresh start. So dealing with both those issues and having that fresh start rather than just rushing into enjoyment and pleasure and everything else like that, which is fine. It's definitely fine to do that, but this is more what they want you to focus on. Okay, what is pathway number 2 for Aquarius? All right, pathway number 2, once again, we have the Knight of Cups, and this is actually about, if this was a love situation that you are walking away from, then there may be something that you need to finish off that you haven't finished off. There may be something that you need to deal with in regards to this love situation. The other thing that I'm getting is this could also be to do with, once again, dealing with your emotions, dealing with, your heart chakra, dealing with your emotions. So both of these pathways are very much emotion-based. Okay, let's look at the positives of going down pathway number 1. What are the positives of going down pathway number 1? Yeah, so this is a very intellectual, like, not like I use intellectual and we have this is very spiritual, very what do you call it, knowledgeable approach. This is like, this is where you will have a lot of success. This is where you will have, this is directly assaulting the problem at its direct cause, like directly focusing on that issue, like, and it's a, and we had the High Priestess there, so that this is like definitely dealing with the core of this directly, like exactly what you need to deal with. This is what you need to deal with. This is what I'm getting more than anything else. Okay, Knight of Cups. What is the positive about the Knight of Cups? What is the positive? Okay, this is once again dealing with a lot of deep rooted pain, deep-rooted things. And if this is a person from your past, dealing with a past person as well. So once again, this is dealing with emotions and dealing with issues that you need to deal with. Okay, what is the negative for going down pathway 1? What is the negative? Okay, oh, we have the Empress. Now that's a very interesting negative. We also have the 9 of Swords. So I feel like this is definitely your struggle to deal with, face your heart chakra, to face your emotions, your difficulty to face this. When you face it, it kind of brings in an anxiety. It brings a stress. It does bring depression. You don't want to really face this reality. You don't want to face this feeling of mortality, like feeling of being, I want to say the word being human, but that's really probably not quite what I'm getting at. It's like, it's just the feeling. You don't want to face the feeling of this pain. You just don't want to face these feelings. You want to just embrace all the other beauty in the world, all the other happiness. You just want to embrace what is and not embrace what is within. Okay. What is the negative of going down pathway number 2? What is the negative of going down pathway number 2? Okay, once again, I feel like this is about the self. And also, this is also because I feel like if this is a relationship, I feel this is very much for those people that are dealing with a relationship on this side. And this is very much for those people just dealing with other emotional issues on this side. So on this side, I feel like this is once again facing the fact that what you wanted may not have been what was given to you, or what you wanted may not have come through the way you wanted it to. You planned something, you wanted something, and you called it in. And then when it came in, it didn't feel like it was enough. And that was the reality of it. Like, you didn't want to face the fact that what you had was not fulfilling, what you had was not enough. And even though you cared very deeply about this person, you just felt an emptiness. And it's really quite sad because we have the King and the Queen, but we also have the Two of Wands. So I feel like this is very much saying that this could have been a divine counterpart. This could have been a really lovely match, but for some reason something went wrong, and because of that you felt the need to change direction. You felt the need to walk away. And this is dealing with that, dealing with the fact that your wishes and your dreams, even when they come true, don't always make you happy. Don't always make you happy. And we have the Sun in reverse here as well. So that just shows that even when you wish and you dream something, it's not always going to give you fulfillment that you want. And maybe sometimes you don't look at the full picture of things before you jump into stuff as well. It could also be a sense of loss here as well, that everything that you wanted in this relationship, everything that you thought this was going to be, and then the other person walked away. And we see the ship, and you're looking at the ship sailing away, feeling like you missed out. You missed your last chance. You missed your chance of finding this. But it's never, there's always someone else. There's always going to be someone else. There's never nobody. So you know, even though you feel like this, there is always an opportunity that could come along. Okay. Let's look at what you have to do to go down pathway A. What does Aquarius have to do to go down pathway A? Okay. Okay, this is belief in yourself, belief in everything is possible, and to also have that feeling that miracles can happen, and also dive deep into the emotions. This is also Aquarius, you. So this is also working with yourself as well. So this is working on yourself. This is working with yourself. This is very much focused on your emotions, everything, your feelings, your internal everything, your internal spirituality, your internal healing, your internal love for yourself. This is very much focused on yourself. Okay, what about pathway number 2? What does Aquarius need to do to go down to pathway number 2? Yeah, so once again, we have the Two of Wands repeated. So we had the Two of Wands just before, and this is once again letting that go, realizing that it is no longer there for you. You have to let this go. You have to let go of what was. Okay. So what is the overall advice for Aquarius this week? What is the overall advice for Aquarius this week? Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. That's very much about you working on yourself, dealing with what you need to deal with, your shadow self, your shadow sides, leaving things that no longer serve you. Oop, we had a bunch of cards just pop out. Any more cards? Yep. And we have the Wheel and the Queen of Pentacles, very much focusing on yourself, stopping those cycles from happening again as well. In order to stop those cycles from happening again, you need to deal with what no longer serves you, and you need to work on yourself. So that is a massive message from Spirit there for you. I'm just going to pull an Oracle card just to finish this off and see what Spirit has to say through the Oracle. Okay. Have faith. Have faith that everything will work out okay. And believe in yourself. Things are happening for a reason. We also have let go down the bottom as well. So there's a message about letting go and working on yourself, having faith that everything will be okay. And believe in yourself, believe in your magic, believe in your ability to be strong. And look at your spiritual side as well, Aquarius. Anyway, this is going to be a very interesting week for you. I feel like this is a great new start for you, letting go of what is in the past. And I wish you well, my beautiful Aquariuses.